Good evening, I'm Joe Collins. Welcome to Newswatch, your source for news impacting southeastern Ohio. An estimated $1.9 billion will be up for grabs tonight and the largest lottery prize ever offered. People are heading to grab their tickets hoping to be the big winner. But how much does that really add up to? Now that you've got your Halloween costume, what are you going to do about parking and activities when you get to the block party? Well, I've got you covered there too. Long before Luke Reeves showcased his talents on the Bird Arena ice, he started playing where the hockey forefathers always intended it, with a stick, a pair of skates, and on frozen pond. Huge multinational companies like Cisco, Microsoft, GE, and JP Morgan are expected to release their earnings in coming weeks. But one major company is warning a global recession could be ahead. Jen Sullivan has the latest. Welcome back. The Department of Justice is being proactive when it comes to protecting voters' rights. The DOJ announced it's sending election monitors to almost half the states for tomorrow's midterm election. Yesterday, the Ohio Supreme Court ordered Terpa Sahore Morris to be put on the ballot for Ohio Secretary of State. Morris supports policies such as a return to the paper ballot system and ban of all voting machines in Ohio. The Columbus Dispatch reports earlier this year, Morris failed to make it on the Republican ballot in the spring, but is now running as an independent. Vance's stop in Dayton comes after Republican statewide candidates hit the road on a bus tour this past weekend. Democrats on the statewide ballot, like Republicans, are doing last-minute campaigning before tomorrow.
First time since 2019, Court Street will be the site of the Athens Halloween Block Party. The event will take place from 1 to 10 p.m. on Saturday. While shops like Uptown Costumes and Spirit Halloween are giving customers a chance to buy or make a solid costume, the city is prepping Court Street for this year's festivities.
Court Street will be closed. There will be a number of different events taking place between 1 and 5 p.m. on Court Street, all of which are family-friendly events.
Now that you've got your Halloween costume, what are you going to do about parking and activities when you get to the block party? Well, I've got you covered there too.
The parking garage, will be open for people to park there, which has 500 plus parking spaces, so that'll be open.
The parking meters on Court Street will start being bagged around 4 a.m. Saturday morning, and there will be no parking on Court starting at 7 a.m. until after the block party concludes at 10 p.m. To get parking near Court Street, it's best to try for the parking meters on South College Street and East Union Street. Ohio University has also announced that certain university lots will be open for parking until 7 p.m. on Saturday. Parking lots at Payne Recreation Center, Baker Center, and Walter Hall will all be available. Additionally, the Athens County Fairgrounds will have parking for $20 from noon Friday until noon on Sunday. Once parked, be sure to try out some of the family-friendly services being offered, including face painting, scavenger hunts, trick-or-treating, and a parade.
There will be the Hunting for the Heart Parade, which is wonderful. There's going to be other events that are put on by Arts, Parks, and Recreation that are costume related.
From 6 to 10 will be the adult theme section of the parade, featuring a number of musical acts headlined by DJ B-Funk. The teardown process will begin right after the block party ends at 10 p.m., and Court Street will officially reopen the next morning. Reporting for Newswatch, I'm Joe Collins.
After banging up against the boards all night, a hockey player is going to need relief. That's where the Ohio Athletic Training Clinic comes in. The idea was started by Dr. Dan Black, who works with both the hockey players and teaches at the medical school.
How can we take a school that has a medical school and a group of busted up boys and mix the two together? So now we have, for the last 4 or 5 years, we've invited the OMM group over, and they get to have some hands-on manual treatment. The players get massage manipulation therapy.
The clinic takes place every Sunday after hockey home games. It allows the players to feel better and the osteopathic manipulative medicine students a chance to practice their skills in a real-world setting.
The biggest benefit is getting to practice on different people. We practice OMM every week in class, but we practice on our classmates.
Well, in the classroom, most everyone's healthy, and there's not really a lot of dysfunctions, but here it's kind of like, oh, I have pain here.
The clinic also teaches Ohio hockey trainers useful skills in their fields.
Just to get more hands-on, more actual work experience in the field of athletic training, there's 1,000,001 different positions you can do. You can be in hospitals, sports teams.
With Ohio hockey having a 21-game homestand taking place until mid-February, there will be plenty of opportunity for the players to get relief and the OMM students to get valuable hands-on experience. Reporting for Newswatch, I'm Joe Collins. People ages 12 and older in the U.S. are now eligible to get their first updated COVID-19 vaccine booster. But some people are questioning whether to rush out and get the booster or wait. First, there was a shortage of toilet paper and computer chips, followed by baby formula, and now, possibly, beer. A shortage of aluminum cans and carbon dioxide could be the next supply chain issue. Politicians on both sides agree the bigger problem is what's driving migrants to the U.S. They just don't agree on what to do about it. Governor Mike DeWine plans to attend an Ohio rally with former President Donald Trump tonight, making it the first time in years the governor has appeared at one of Trump's events. It's a matter of national security. That's why the Justice Department says it wants to access to classified documents seized from former President Donald Trump's home. A judge has ruled a special master should go through them first. Monday morning, Trump's legal team urged the court to not grant the Justice Department's request for further access. Geolocated images and videos show Ukrainian forces have taken control of yet another critical town in the Donetsk region. This just the latest sign of success in Ukraine's ongoing counteroffensive efforts against Russian forces in the east. Pictures on social media show Zelensky at the ceremony in the main square, raising the Ukrainian flag over a city building. According to a statement released on the presidential website, Zelensky told Ukrainian troops, quote, "I want to thank you for saving our people, our hearts, children, and future." Stay tuned for the PBS NewsHour coming up next. And remember, you can find the latest news anytime at woub.org or follow us on social media. Have a great night.